Welcome to the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report here for the week ending September the 2nd. Apologize for the hit and miss reports here as of the last several weeks, but glad to bring you a more full and traditional report of what you're used to here with the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. And let's just dive right into it, or into the Labor Day holiday. Happy Labor Day to you. Hope you're able to go out and enjoy some good goat or lamb, whether it be on the grill or the smoker. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But when you look here at the market, looking out across our Midwest region, the Southern Plains, Northern Plains, as well as the High Plains. Realistically, we're on a very steady market is where we've been over about the last 3 to 4 weeks. We didn't see a whole lot of change. Now, you look at a few sales. We did see one sale note some softer prices on traditional weight slaughter lambs. I'm going to call that due to some higher volume coming through in that particular sale. As well, a few sales wanting to note a little bit softer prices on about all classes of goats, both slaughter, cull stock. There, again, not enough applicable trends really across any sales to call a solid breeding market right now for replacement quality stock. They're lumping some of those over to the slaughter side. I do realize some of them are probably returning back, but it's tough to try and pick and choose to where that would set. So again, just not going to call a breeding market here at this time as we come into the late summer. But there we are at it. We're here into the late summer, and while it's kind of tough to say, at least the market is held here fairly steady. It does look like we can officially call that late summer low likely into the market. We've been able to pull about $25 a hundredweight higher for most classes, up from where we were there at the mid part of August, there late July through early August, when volume was low, demand was low. So it's nice to see that things are kind of coming back around and picking back up here. With that being said, we really haven't seen a precipitous market move here over the last several weeks. So nothing too exciting back from that perspective. Now, it is the Labor Day holiday. Typically for pork and for beef, that's a solid one. It's kind of that last official grilling holiday. Solid for your middle meats, your chops, your steaks, things like that. Likely to see a few less lamb and goats on the smoker or grill, but we can always hope that consumer demand continues to slowly grow here through the U.S. market as well. But as well, we have some ethnic holidays coming up that may help have some impact on the market. Rosh Hashanah is coming up September 15th through the 27th. Prophet's birthday is setting up September 26th through the 27th as well. Now, from the production standpoint, late summer, hot, dry weather, it's bringing drought concerns back around. Forage is definitely a concern. We're going to check in on that hay market here in just a second. Talking with ranchers this week, they've talked about just how quickly that grass has turned. So this may increase and kind of speed up some marketing decisions that producers are going to be making here over the next several weeks. Now, for the part you came for, highlighted quotes. What did things actually bring this week? Well, let's go to Colby Livestock in Kansas. 14 head of 55-pound boar slaughter goats, $280 a hundredweight, $154 a head. Colby also sold 32 head of 89-pound boar goats for $269 a hundredweight, or $239 a head. Colby selling 4 head of hair lambs weighing 39 pounds, so feeder hair lambs for $215 a hundredweight, or $84 a head. Centennial Livestock Colorado sold 42 head of hair lambs weighing 53 pounds for $223 a hundredweight, or $118 a head average. The upper end of the draft sold for $235 a hundredweight, or $125 a head. Centennial also sold 10 head of goat wethers weighing 134 pounds for $267 a hundredweight. That's a $358 a head average. You go to the upper end of this draft, though, $298 a hundredweight. Again, they weighed 134 pounds. Means the upper end of the draft brought $400 a head. Kelowna, Iowa sold 14 head of wool feeder lambs weighing 54 pounds for $271 a hundredweight, or $146 a head. Upper end of the draft brought $300 a hundredweight, or $162 a head. Kelowna also sold 171 head of 83-pound hair lambs for $179 a hundredweight, or $149 per head. The upper end of the draft for there brought $190 a hundredweight, or $158 a head. To Sioux Falls Regional Livestock in South Dakota, big run of slaughter weight lambs, 2,014 head of 129-pound slaughter wool lambs brought a $214 a hundredweight average, or $276 a head. Upper end of that draft brought $220 a hundredweight, or $284 a head. Producers Livestock in San Angelo, Texas sold 200 head of hair lambs weighing 74 pounds for $202.50 a hundredweight. That is $150 a head. Upper end of the draft brought $222 a hundredweight, or $164 a head. Producers also sold 17 head of yearling open replacement hair ewes weighing 74 pounds for $173 a head. Now, we talked about that hay market. Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, South Dakota, Colorado, Wyoming. We're slowly seeing demand start to pick back up, hot temperatures, seeing a few more cattle start to come back into the lots, livestock in general starting to hit those dry lots. So that's helping to pick up demand a little bit. Ranchers are trying to hold out for as long as they can before they really step out and start buying that hay once again. Overall, though, supplies are a major concern for livestock producers and for hay farmers as well. Most states are reporting that farmers are just on their third cutting of alfalfa, with states like Wyoming noting that if moisture doesn't start falling, it's likely going to be the last cutting of the year. So fourth cutting may be even more at a premium. And the thing with this is, it's not like we had some old crop hay to really kind of lean on this year with it. We burned up the majority of the old crop hay last year in the drought years, with seeing some major tonnage reduction in last year's growing season, compounding only further issues this year on this hay side. So it looks like the hay market may be in for a ride once again. Premium dairy alfalfa in large squares brought $300 a ton in most states, then dropped in price depending on quality and bale type, ranging $200 to $265 a ton. Now, one thing we did notice in Nebraska and South Dakota, failed soybeans are being reported to be being put up in bales as well. As for more data on the week, lamb slaughter under federal inspection, 33,000 head through Saturday. That's an increase of 1,000 head from last week. Year-to-date lamb slaughter 1.2 million head. We're running about 3.2% or 37,000 head more than we did last year. The good news here with it is we're keeping these lambs very current. Live lamb weights were 117 pounds at the plant this week. That's down 2 pounds from last week and a decrease of 9 pounds from last year. Dressed lamb weights were 59 pounds, down 2 pounds from last week, down 5 pounds from last year. Let's go ahead and give you the regional price report breakdown on the wool lambs. 20 to 40 pounds, $105 to $200 a hundredweight on a thin test. 40 to 70 pounders, $175 to $305 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, $165 to $220 a hundredweight. On the hair lambs, 20 to 40 pounds, $150 to $228 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounders, $150 to $270 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, $165 to $262 a hundredweight. Wool ewes, stocker side, not enough for an applicable trade. Slaughter ewes, $30 to $122.50 a hundredweight. Slaughter rams, $40 to $145 a hundredweight. Hair ewes on the slaughter side, $25 to $175 a hundredweight. Hair rams, $81 to $160 a hundredweight. On the kid goats, 20 to 40 pounds, $125 to $375 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounders, $150 to $301. We saw 70 pounds and up, $175 to $300 a hundredweight. On the withers, 70 pounds and up, $175 to $324 a hundredweight. On the does, slaughter does, medium to fleshy, $100 to $260 a head. Not enough for an applicable trend on the replacement does. On your slaughter bucks, $135 to $236 a hundredweight. And that is a look here at your Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report for the week ending September the 2nd. Have a great Labor Day holiday, and we look forward to talking to you next week.